All my game musicians out there. This is the stuttering obnoxious oboe, that double O sharp for short, and welcome back to Let's Play with a severe stutter. So anyway, I'm gonna be doing a lot of voluntary stuttering here because apparently the stutter is a little bit hot at the time of recording this. So if you guys are gonna kick shit in my face because I don't talk like you, then again, you guys can just vacate my life. Don't watch the video. If you're very impatient, then I'm sorry, but I have no room for the likes of you. I mean, if you're extremely impatient on purpose, that is. I mean, if you're not, what I'm basically saying is if you're highly intolerant of people like us, then, you know, just don't watch the video. You can just kind of vamoose. But anyway, we're gonna be skipping the Arven battle, which turned out to be a complete disaster because I don't think we are completely ready to battle him just yet, since our Pokemon aren't exactly caught up yet. So anyway, we're catching up with 5, and we're also going to be doing we're going to instead be doing the fairy base, the Team Star Fairy Crew base, and also we're going to be finishing up the Victory Road challenge before we go back to Arven's Lighthouse. So anyway, it's raining. We have caught up with Headmaster Clavel again. So anyway, without further ado, Oboe! Operation Starfall is going well, wouldn't you say? Only 2 bosses left now. The whole experience has been eye-opening, to say the least. I'm glad I could open up my right hemisphere and read. I could take part. But I'm curious, what do you think of Cassiopeia? You know, she's kind of mysterious, if you ask me. I really don't know. If that's so. Personally, I don't think Cassiopeia feels any hate or resentment toward Team Star. No, there must be some other reason behind Operation Starfall. Some kind of motive. Maybe to give all of the Team Star hooligans a second chance at their studies, so then you don't happen to flunk any one of them because they turn into a life of crime. It could be that, but what could it be? It could be my theory. Who knows, though. Well, I'd best get back to keeping watch. Call for me if you decide to take on the base, okay? Now, guys, if you'd like to know a little bit more about stuttering, just, again, consult the NSA's, well, not the National Security Administration, mind you, but the National Stuttering Association's website, which is nsa.org, among other things, and the Stuttering Association for the Young, which I'm also on board with. The Stuttering, yeah, it's called say.org. So anyway, on to this now. I'm not going to talk anymore about personal matters. I will return later when it is time for the young master's piano lesson. Why exactly are they talking about music here? Until then, please give him my regards. Is our leader by chance a musician? Yes, Mr. Harrington. It looks like we've got company in our midst. We've got ourselves an audience. And who might you be, young man? A friend of the young master, perhaps? Oh, is this going to be like a sort of a prodigy, like an archetypal Mozart sort of musician or something? Like a pianist? Young master? Ah, I see. Since you seem unaware, I must inform you that this is the base of Team Star's Fairy Crew, Rook Boss Squad, led by young Master Ortega. But is Ortega also a famed musician or something? Is he also, or is he also a prized musician? Mr. Harrington, I don't think we're supposed to be giving out that information, as I'm kind of cringing there. Maybe it's also because I'm shivering in the rain. No? Then please accept my apologies. Do you have any idea as to who this young man might be? He's no friend of ours, that's for sure, you know. I think he might be here to try and take us on. Yeah, this is the fourth base I'm taking on. So you better not mess with me. Understood. In that case, I take it you're an adversary of the young master. Wouldn't say that. I guess that follows. Is that so? Well then, that leaves me with one last thing to ask you. You like baked Alaska? Huh? Would you be so kind as to indulge me in a quick battle? Yeah, sure, whatever. Splendid, then let us begin. We are probably going to encounter a Mozart figure, I just know it. I'll be ready for it. More green, okay, here we go. Already bringing out the fairy types. Or yeah, here we go. See, I can handle these easily because these guys are a little bit more underleveled than Arven is at the moment. And which, I think again, the reason why it's like that, the reason why that's so, is because that I think the game is kind of wanting us to save the great hole, the great crater for last, after everything else has been achieved. So it'll give us some time for us to kind of grow my Pokemon a little bit more, just indulge in some of the other missions, some of the other paths, and other things like that. Because you don't have to take just one path. You don't have to take just a one-track path. You can just do all three, because that's one of the good things about an open world game like this, is you can actually do anything you want. I mean, you can just try to accomplish everything without having to go, just to complete the game as game as well. An outstanding performance. However, be aware that young Master Ortega's battle prowess far surpasses my paltry skills. Yeah, I'll be ready for that, especially his vehicle. You would do well to take care. Yeah, I'll try. I'll give it my best. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hasta la vista. I wonder if the guard here has a stutter. Or maybe not. That gentlemanly guy used to be the director of the academy, I think. At least that's what I heard. Now he's like tutoring the boss or something. He shows up here sometimes to take the boss to his lessons. Hang on, why am I explaining this to you? I ought to be battling you. There's no doubting you're here to make trouble. So I gotta go let everyone know. Yep, ring the alarm, ring the bell. Hasta la vista, star. Ring that bell, because I am coming after you guys. I see the guard has been dealt with. Good job. That base belongs to Team Star's ferry crew, a Rook Boss squad. I like that name too. Their boss Ortega is the mechanic of the team. Put poetically, he may be the youngest of the bosses, but his battle skills are no joke. Underestimate him, and things will go south for you quickly. Yeah, I'm getting ready for that. I'm preparing myself. He's also a real lead from the back type, or led from the back. I don't know. Lead from the back type. He gets his grunts to do all the dirty work for. Oh, that. Yeah, he is like a backseat driver. But his weak point is his short fuse. Get him good and angry, and he'll march out to the front lines to deal with you himself. Yep. That I have a feeling is going to be inevitable anyway. In terms of tactics, there's nothing else for it but to take down all the lackeys he sends your way. Just tough it out until Ortega shows up and go from there. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Yep, as always. Time to wipe the Rook Boss squad off the map. Okay. Now, I do believe my Pokemon are all healed up for this. Yeah, they should be. And let's save. Even though it just auto-saved, so I don't know why I just decided to save again. But anyway, it's go time. Let's do this again as always. Just have Clavel lead from the back. Code red! Code red! Operation Starfall alert! Everyone get into position and defend the boss with all you got. And rest assured, intruder, we'll deal with you without the boss's help. Unless you manage to beat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes. That is, yeah, it's the same the same gimmick as all the others. Good luck with that. Okay, time to go with... Ah! Oh! Am I ready for this, though? Ew! Ew! I don't know if I am ready. I guess we'll see, though. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... I know this seems a little bit awkward, but I'm gonna go with Eddie Murphy here to help me out, since he is the only one with a steel type move that may prove effective. Maybe not against Ortega's vehicle per se, because Heavy Slam only deals with lightweights. It does more damage depending on the weight of the Pokemon. But if I can find another steel or poison type move I can teach one of my orchestra mates to actually kind of help me out, then I can probably just switch things up. So before we begin here, let's see, do I have any TMs that might prove helpful? Definitely not fighting. Got Smart Strike. Unfortunately, none of my Pokemon can learn this one. It's really, really sad. Hey, Dragon Claw. Wow, only one of my Pokemon can learn Metronome. Huh. Stomping Tantrum, I'll take that into consideration. Gunk Shot. Kind of a shame. Let's see. Man, the music sounds boring without Paraden. No, I don't have any steel. Well, I mean, I don't have any worthwhile moves I can teach my Pokemon. That can learn it, I should say. Like, Gunk Shot would be really useful, but unfortunately, I don't have a Pokemon that can learn that. So I guess we're... Nah! I keep forgetting to switch my Pokemon out. I need to remember to do that. I really do. Because otherwise I may have a hell of a time. I really need to give it all I've got. Come on. Okay, let's switch you out this time. And I've got the Lucky Egg on Mrs. Beakley's talons. Midna kind of needs to back off for a little bit, since Midna is currently my second chair. It's supposed to be my flying type, or whatever. We've been through this dialogue before. Beat 30 of our Pokemon. Cheesecake. Oh, it's already daytime now. Okay. That looks really pretty. That looks like a pretty view. As the grass just kind of glitches out here. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Can we swim? Oh, cool. The water's shallow. Terrific. Got these guys. Now what? You think you're ready? I am ready. What are you talking about? I'm ready to take all your guys' Pokemon down. How do you feel about that? Yeah, that includes you guys. That includes you, Mero, Azrael, and Azumarill. Well, there we go. Got more Meryl and Azumarill. Got more Meryl! Got some more Azumarill. Great. Oh. Oh, hey, they've also got Mimikyu. That's also great. You guys will be next. Got some Jigglypuff that are floating in midair because they're balloons. I mean, Jigglypuff is supposed to be like a balloon Pokemon. And we got one left. One left. Hey, there we go. That actually didn't take long at all. That actually was that was actually pretty swift. Our defenses are breached. It's all up to the boss now. These guys are crazy. Waiting for a dang deploy it now. Yeah, there we go. There's the deployment. Boy, does that look like a very, very fancy looking, hyped up. Wow, hyped up mystery machine. And oh, okay, Ortega is actually a female. Maybe I should have realized that. Here is the Maestro herself. Ha, so you're a Robo. Okay. Talk about underwhelming. I was expecting someone, I don't know, a little more beefed up. Yeah, exactly, maybe a little bit more grown up. Well, whatever. I don't care who you are. Not like I'm gonna lose to you anyway. Oh, I think you will. If you think fairy types are all about cuteness, you're in for a nasty surprise. Yeah, I am probably gonna be in for a nasty surprise. Luckily, though, with Eddie Murphy in tow, though, I shouldn't have too much of a problem. Guess we'll find out. Alrighty, here we go. What Pokemon are you gonna send out to the fray? Yeah, we get it. We get it. Thank you. For a second there, I didn't know why my controller was deciding not to work. Luckily, Azumarill is gonna be no match. I promise I'll play nice, so don't blame me when this battle sends you blubbering back home, or blabbering back home. Okay, well, here we go. I mean, that lowered my physical. It doesn't really matter, though. Who is next here? Wigglytuff? Oh. Yeah. Well, whatever. We'll go with it. We can see how this will go. I'll just keep going with the usual stab. If my controller can behave, of course. Ouch. And that was a critical hit too, yikes. Oopsie, did you just realize how enmeshed you are? If you want to give up, now's the time. No, I'm never gonna give up. I've got the fighting spirit in me. Claws and all. Doesn't really matter though, your Wigglytuff is down. Dockbun, okay, sure. Now it's probably about time I send my who is supposed to be my quote-unquote ace for this battle. Come on out, Mudsdale. It's now your turn for a seat at the table. Yeah, like that. Yeah, why not? Now. Whoopsie. Bad strategy. Very bad strategy. Haha, but hey, guess what? I get to heighten my defense up. Have a taste of this slick move. Bet you can't handle my Pokemon's adorable Drang. Yeah, or I think I can. And now, because of this, my defense gets increased. There we go, you go down. Reverum, here we go, here comes the fairy variant. I'm ready for this. What the heck? Why is my team on the ropes? That's totally not fair. Oh, it's totally fair to me because we're playing this battle fair and square. At least I'm not cheating or anything. We're doing this all fair and square. And there's nothing more you can do about it. Maybe. And now my huge donkey horse is officially a tank. And yes, because this is a very huge car here, chances are Heavy Slim is not going to do a whole lot. It's not going to do Dickie McGee's act. Oh, great. Well, am I going to use full restore for this one? Nope. Yep, because game hacks. Well, I know this cult. Or actually, no, let's just keep doing this. So then I don't know whether or not Eddie Murphy wants to be benched. Let's just see here. Come on, don't let me down. Spirit, man. Pep, Spirit. Nope. Well, guess what? You're gonna be benched one more time. If you hurt yourself in your confusion, this next time around, I am switching you out. There's really no need for this sort of embarrassment. Thank you. God, was it really that hard? And all that... Yeah, you're getting switched out. Yiko, Bikos, jeez. Well, anyway. Now let's just try Moonblast. At least fairy type is neutral. Okay, fairy against fairy, who will win? Ow. Oh, hey, that wasn't really cool! Well, guess what? Time for me to use full heal. I probably might have to use full heal here. Orbs, okay. Yeah, that did a little bit more damage than even Heavy Slam, my god. Ouch! Thank you, okay, awesome. One more should do it, let's see. Oh wow, that did much damage, especially against a very bulky pig. Yes, of course you still have to be a douchebag. And let me guess, I'm gonna hurt myself in my confusion this time. Let me guess. Yep, I knew it. Okay, well, this will be the determinant right here. Are you gonna let me down, Wilbur? Come on, don't you dare let me down. Not like Eddie Murphy. Thank you. And, wow, yeah, you guys are letting me down. Well, I've got workup too. I can always use workup. No! My controller is being a dick right now. Jeez. Controller, please behave with me, okay? We can have a cup of coffee just as soon as we get done here, okay? Just please behave. And that'll definitely cure my confusion there. What? Seriously? I got confused again after all that? God. This game is thinking of maybe 101 different ways to kill me. Okay, fingers crossed. Thank you. That was it. One double edge. That was all that took. Jeez. Yeah, you better just kind of cry in shame. Even though I almost ended up crying in shame just because my Pokemon wouldn't cooperate. They just kept hurting themselves. Silly. Ugh, how could I lose? What the heck? Yeah, what the heck is right? You and your disco ball of doom. About a year and a half ago... Oh, yeah, I forgot about the backstory. Arrgh, what the heck? Your toy car didn't budge an inch, huh? I told you, it's not a toy. It's called the Starmobile. That was up all night built... Oh, so you really are a mechanic. Problem's clearly that we're not giving it enough juice. You designed this thing to be powered by two Charcadet. Or Charcadet, rather. I think it's Charcadet. But it's just too heavy. That's such a shame. I wanted to see the looks on our bullies' faces once we got moving. Well, I was a little bit intimidated by looking at the first car myself. I was just kind of intrigued that a Pokemon could actually be a car. I'm sorry. I really thought it would work. Come, good fellow. 'Tis no occasion for melancholy. Yeah, I forgot this is Atticus here. This is the verbose one, the verbose Shakespearean one. Why, to make such a remarkable contraption by thine own hand, genius, thy name is Ortega. Yeah, well, there's no point if it doesn't work, is there? If I knew all that effort would have zero payout, I'd have just asked Mother to buy a car for us, yeah. For a very hefty sum, for a heck of a sum. See, this is why people don't take you seriously. You say some stupid things, you know that? What? Mela, cool it, would ya? Yeah, how about no? I mean, we even put this in the code, for crying out loud. When we started Team Star, we swore to quit relying on our parents or bags of cash to fix our problems for us. Or did you forget? If that hunk of junk doesn't move, get it moving. If we're short on juice, just gotta crank up the power somehow. Doesn't take a genius, man. I guess she has a point. That's easy enough to say, Melly. Do you have an actual plan if I can read a word? Yep, I'm gonna train up my Charcadet and have them evolve. Their boosted firepower will get the Starmobile moving, no sweat. But the hour of Operation Star is nigh at hand. Will you succeed in time? Oh, I'll get it done. Melly, wait! Man, she is worse than some other people that I've run across over the Pokemon games over the years. You know, Mela shoots her mouth off an awful lot, but she means well. I know. God, this sucks. This sucks. I hate myself for losing, but I also can't get over how awesome you were in that battle. If any of us squad bosses are defeated, that means we have to step down, and going against our code would make me a traitor to the team. Yeah, fine. Not like I have a choice anyway, so take the badge already. You better treat it with the respect it deserves. And also, are we gonna... Wow, okay, well at least we're shaking hands. Albeit awkwardly there, in that little pose that I'm making. It's like, okay, I'm shaking hands with this brat. I'm not done yet. Here's my favorite TM2. Feel free to marvel at how awesome it is. Yeah, I think my Sylveon's probably gonna... Oh, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, no, I don't know about that. I've got Moonblast. Moonblast is pretty good too. And just so you know, you're the worst! Like the most annoying person ever... Says who? You just met me, dumbass. Like the most annoying person ever! But I get it. You're super strong. I'll admit that much. You even busted up my Starmobile if I can read a word. Oh, there we go. Here's Harrington. Young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington, are you my teacher? I guess it's time for my piano lesson, huh? Yeah, I guess you are also kind of a musician on the side. Sort of like a Mozart in the jungle. As it happens. I just lost my boss title, so I'm all good to head on home. Or back to school. Actually, a different matter brought me... There's somebody I would like you to meet. Is this Clavel? Or rather, Clive, by the alias. He is a distant acquaintance of mine from another land. The name Clive. Oh, what's your business here? I want you to tell me something. Do you like cake? You're the son of a wealthy family and heir to a major apparel company. Oh, so that's the reason why you just sound like a prep student. So why join a group like Team Star? Yeah, exactly. When all the other people are probably originating from working class backgrounds. What a question to ask someone you've just met. Well, my answer is the same as everyone else in the team. It's 'cause I was being bullied. For being rich? So the Academy really did used to have an issue with bullying. Wonder if we're gonna eventually sort all this out. Who would guess, right? The school is all rainbows and butterflies these days. And the bullies from back then don't even go to the Academy anymore. Which you could say is kind of a good thing. Why? What happened to them? As the former director of the Academy, I believe I am best positioned to answer that question. Mr. Harrington, Mr. Anderson, about 18 months ago, the members of Team Star confronted the students who used to bully them. And an altercation broke out between the groups, okay? Though it did not escalate into a major incident, the altercation nonetheless caused a scandal of hitherto unknown proportions, if I can read a few words. As a result of what occurred that day, the students who had perpetrated the bullying dropped out of the Academy, one after another. Oh, I gotcha, so that's how all this started to unfold. But there aren't any records of that anywhere in the Academy. Did you burn them, maybe? No, I should imagine not. My former deputy deleted all records of the incident, you see. Yeah, he burned them. What? Why would anyone do that? What do you think? To hide the shame. To preserve the good name. Just as I was puzzling over how best to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of the incident. A certain student came to see me. This student declared that they would take all responsibility for the team's actions. In exchange, they requested that I exonerate the other students of Team Star from any blame. Huh? No one told me that. I accepted the request and agreed not to take disciplinary action against Team Star. Then I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the student who took responsibility for the team. A year and a half of studying abroad? Well, that's one way of finding yourself. This was not intended as a punishment, you understand. Team Star were the victims, after all. I wanted the student to take some time to rest, so I had them return home to the Galar region. Oh, Galar, huh? Wow. You can say that this was kind of a sequel to a prequel, I don't know. Under the pretext of overseas study. Around that time, however, the former deputy director took it upon himself to erase all traces of the incident from the Academy's servers. It appears his intent was to shield himself from any blame. So he tried to cover up the whole thing. That's terrible. I have to admit, that is kind of a terrible act. After we discovered what he had done, I dealt with him appropriately, of course, with disciplinary action. But the inability of myself and the rest of the teaching staff to prevent this terrible act also represented a grave blunder on our part. I imagine it did. Kind of snowballed back at you guys. I accepted the blame that lay at my feet and resigned from my position as director. The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in their notices. Okay. Wow. So that's why the current teachers were all brought in a year and a half ago. Yeah, that explains it, I guess. I understand my actions have caused you a great deal of trouble. You have my sincere apologies. Hang on, Mr. Harrington. How come you suddenly decided to talk about this now? Young Master Ortega, Team Star cannot carry on in its current fashion. I merely wish to give you a chance to chart a better course, yeah. Well, there's no way I'm abandoning my friends and going to school without them. Not after we've come this far. Your friends in Team Star must mean a great deal to you. They must, because otherwise they wouldn't be together like this. Isn't that obvious? It's because, you know, they're my greatest treasure in the whole world. Well, now we know what your treasure is. And now that we've uncovered this treasure, I think we've learned a little bit more about what's been going on at the school and why exactly it's very important that we keep things under wraps and make sure that we don't have other incidents like these happening ever again. Okay, here's Cassiopeia again. Oh, it's me. And we've got one base left too, and that's the one that I've been trying to get to for ages now. I take it that Ortega handed over his star badge to you then? Yes. I see. With its boss no longer around, the Rook Boss squad is as good as finished. It's as good as gone. Even Ortega. I'm sorry. We're almost there now, just one boss left. The operation's been a huge success thanks to you, Oboe. And Clive has also performed admirably as your support, or rather, Clavel. I remember him saying that you're acquaintances. Have you known each other long? No, not all that long. Oh, he's clearly a reliable friend. He almost reminds me of the gang back in the day. Oh, did you guys have a gang? Which gang? Back in what day? As you know, Team Star was formed by a group of students who were being bullied at school. Sort of like a buttercream gang, if you will, if you guys remember that movie from a long time ago. Man, am I old. Shortly after forming the team, these students, none other than the squad bosses themselves, confronted their bullies head-on. The outcome was a resounding victory for Team Star. They were the ones who out-bullied the bullies, though we could hardly call it a contest. The bullies didn't even put up a fight. They all bolted from battle the first chance they got. Scared spitless of Team Star, the bullies then dropped out of school, one after another. And Team Star ended up the villains of the story. Yep, that's who we're fighting right now. That's who we're trying to rehabilitate. And also, not to mention, maybe just consider maybe stepping up and preventing any more bullying from happening at the school. But that's neither here nor there. Forget I mentioned it. No, I think it speaks true to what you're saying. Now about your reward. I'll transfer some LP over to your phone, as promised. I'll take it. Man, do I have a lot of credit already. Jeez, look at that. I have enough to probably buy myself maybe 50 to 70 more max potions on credit. And yeah, I can make more TMs. Make good use of those TMs. It should help you take down the last remaining boss, not to mention the Elite Four, maybe even Arven. God, Arven. That battle is... I kind of underestimated Arven. I didn't think he was going to be overly powered up. I didn't think he was going to be over-leveled as he was. My supply unit rep will be along soon to give you your bonus reward. That I'll be expecting. Here I am. Hello again, shy one. Oh, yay, guess who decides to greet you again? Ah, stay in your Pokeball for once, will you? Yeah, exactly. Yay, I'm looking in the air. Arg! I'm getting licked by telekinesis. Wow, Team Star went through all that, huh? Yep. They just wanted the bullies to go away, but then they became the bad guys in everyone's eyes. So yeah, they became the bullies that everyone didn't want them to be. What a joke. The students, the teachers, policies, they're all so messed up, yeah. If even just one of them had been paying attention this whole time when everyone was getting bullied, they'd have been able to tell right away that Team Star wasn't the one in the wrong. But I guess the big boss was the one who urged everybody to face their bullies despite knowing how messed up the academy is. What a massive idiot. Creating Team Star and just hoping their plan would miraculously, if I can read a word, girl. Okay, would miraculously, not miraculously, Ian. And yes, that is my name, guys. Miraculously work out. I'm Ian. Nice to meet you. But anyway, if I don't talk like someone else, if I don't confuse my L's for R's, you really think so? I'm sure of it. Well, here's a reward. Oh yeah, more materials for me to use DIY. The next boss is the very last one. We're counting on you, Oboe. Don't you dare let us down with your EV backpack. And yeah, there we go. Like I said before, well, as we run into some Flabébés, or rather Flagorges. Yep, no, rather Floette. I've got to heal my Pokemon up too, jeez. Great googly moogly, I've got to heal my Pokemon up. Well, there we go then. So yeah, right now, I'm gonna simply fly over to... Wow, I'm right on the coastline. I'm gonna be... You know what, since I am on my way to the Psychic Gym anyway, I'm gonna be setting you as the destination. And then what I'm gonna do is go right on to... Actually, I can probably just fly from Levincia, and I can just cross the river from there. Or even better yet, I see some Froglass over there. I think what I can also do is just simply... Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to go to Levincia. Why not? It might be a great place for me to just fly over and get there quicker, rather than go back to Glaciado Mountain. So anyway there, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my ranting and whatnot, and just going off a more backstory and confusing my L's for R's. I really wish I'd stopped. I really wish I just read normally all the time, because the words are right there. There shouldn't be any excuse for me to read "Come back and see us again whenever you need." I shouldn't be reading back at a second grade level. I should still be reading at a college level. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or not, and I hope to see you guys when we will be facing the Psychic Gym leader. I hope you guys have a good one. Take care.